Hello YouTube, welcome back to Vintage Watch Content, where we talk about vintage watches and where I share with you a few of the timepieces from my collection. Today, we're going to talk about this beautiful automatic Omega Speedmaster. This watch has a case diameter of 42mm. The case material is made out of solid yellow gold with sapphire glass and an elegant black dial. It is truly a classy timepiece, perfect for any formal setting. So, some quick info for those who don't know what an automatic watch is. So there's basically three types of movement or caliber. You have your quartz, which is the battery powered watch. This is the most common type of watches, and it's actually keep better time than most movement. The next movement we have the mechanical, which is the hand wound movement, and then of course we have the automatic, which uses the kinetic energy from just sitting on your wrist moving around that generates the power. This is caused by a motor in the case that spins around when you wear it. Automatic watches are generally more preferred by watch enthusiasts due to the complexity of the watch, but they are high maintenance, and if you don't wear the watch for an extensive amount of time, it will die and you will have to reset the time. There's nothing wrong if you prefer a quartz watches over an automatic. They tend to be cheaper, not as high maintenance. You probably just have to change the battery once every few years. And like I say, they actually keep better time than some of the other movements.
So, fun fact about the Speedmaster, it was one of the first Omega to ever reach space. It was worn by astronaut Walter Schirra on his mission in 1962. 2.5 years after that mission, Speedmaster would be officially certified by NASA for all manned mission. This only speaks to the durability and the history of this watch.
Alright, so quick review on what the buttons on the right hand side of the watch does. The top button is used to start and stop the second hand. The bottom button is used to reset the second hand. The crown is used to adjust the date and the time of the watch. As far as automatic watches goes, this Omega Speedmaster has a relatively thin case. This is because luxury watch manufacturers like Omega are world class at fitting complex movement into a small case.
So this watch would range, I would say around $10,000 depending on the condition on the secondhand market, but it is a special and rare item for most watch collectors.
You can hypothetically equip this watch with a yellow gold band, but I think it'll look classier with this genuine leather Omega strap. Like I mentioned from my previous video, this watch is a chronograph, which means that it has a stopwatch function. It is also a chronometer, which means that it keeps accurate time. Do you really need a stopwatch on your wristwatch? Probably not. You probably don't even need to tell time, to be honest, if you have a smartphone, but you don't really buy a fancy watch to tell time. You buy a fancy watch because it's timeless. No pun intended. Well, that's all I have for you today. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to Vintage Watch Content if you want to watch more watches. Comment below if you have any questions. Until next time, you guys have a good day.